Welcome everyone to a Stellaris tutorial, Mighty's version. This video is dedicated, to help one of my friends learn how to play this game so we can make an amazing empire. Alright, so first off, here we are. We have to start now. As you can see on the bottom, we have 3 magnifying glasses with 3 different icons on it. Those are the researches. It's always good to start them off before starting the match. So, push down the D-pad, click A on it, and then it'll pop up these. I, on the other hand, prefer to do researches. See? And the same kind of icons that was on the magnifying glass is on here. Got the physics, society, and engineering. I'm gonna pick a research for each one. Well, I'm going all those researches to increase my output of research. Alright. Then, once you get that done, you're gonna go over here to your research ship. Well, your science ship, I should say. Then you click the right stick and you go out to your map. Okay. And then when you do, and you still have your science ship put up, you're gonna hit X on one of the stars and you're gonna survey that. And you're gonna do that all the way is hitting X. Do not hit A, because if you hit A, that means you're gonna just cancel out what you just did with the chain order. And so when you click A, that becomes a priority. So just continue with the chain order and it just keeps going up. When you survey a system, some minerals like you see here, go back. You see stuff like this. You got the gears for the engineering, diamonds for your minerals, and so forth. Then you got the lightning bolt for your energy. When you survey them, some of those stuff will appear on these. They're random. Not everyone's the same. Some can have more and some can have less. So, now that you have your science ship path done, you can hit the right stick again to go back to the star. And then when you get that done, you're gonna go to your construction ship. Don't do that. As you can see here, there's these minerals here. You can click X like you did on the science ship and then hit A and it's gonna start building a construction station. You're gonna do that to each thing, minerals that you have. Also do care that when you do that, it does use up some of your energy. So you always gotta watch out for your resources up there on the top. Of course, I can't do a whole lot because since we just started, we don't have that much resources, and I already used up all my diamonds. Okay. Since we got that completed, we can go look at our planet. It's the planet in which our people, our workers, will be living. So right now, got all those. We still have some room left. Gonna go ahead. You can click on them. If you click A on it, it prioritizes that thing. So it'll be working. If you have unemployed people, they will go toward that thing. Increases the output. And I, of course, like to do energy. And that, honestly, I hate biotrophy. It is the worst thing ever. Even though it does increase your unity, which goes into your traditions, but I ain't that worried about it. Also to note that if you overpopulate and you don't have any room for your workers, there is a suitcase on these here. And when there's a number above 0, under those suitcases, it means that you have some workers that have no job. They are unemployed. And because they're unemployed, they use a lot more resources than because they're not doing nothing, which you gotta watch out for. So you gotta make sure to watch your population growth, everything like that. But depending on the empire that you create, you can resettle them. But it's just best to watch for that. And don't over create, because of course it uses energy. You got your minerals, stuff, your food, lights, and living conditions right now. And I wouldn't really worry about a general until you're like at war, because it also uses up resources just to get them. Since we have that, we'll go through all the things. So situation log. As you're surveying planets, an anomaly might appear on it, which gives you the option to research it. It gives you some extra benefits, gives you maybe some more research, some might give you some minerals, so on and so forth. Then of course, oh yeah, if you hit the left on the D-pad, it takes you to up here, as you can see right there. The flask, the technology will take you to where your research is. The market, if you're up to stock, you're full on resources, and you can't produce no more, here gives you a great option to sell your goods, which will give you some energy, or you can buy them with your energy. Cosmetology, it shows your planets. I prefer production, and then you can do stockpiles and stuff like that. In traditions, when you have enough unity, was it union or unity? I forgot which one it was. But you'll get enough and you can choose which tradition you want to follow. And once you complete that tradition, you can get an extension perk, which is a permanent perk for that gameplay. I usually just go for the synchronization so that I'm a robot empire. So it reduces the upkeep and reduces the amount of products the robots use. And the people, this is where you can recruit people, but honestly, I don't really bother with that because you can recruit them on this thing that you want. I don't really look at this much. Yeah, that's stuff I don't really use. So we're gonna press Y. Okay, we're gonna press Y to start it up. As you can see, the numbers are starting to go upwards. And then my science ship is on the move. So now it's just a waiting game for now. You have my construction ship building a mining station.
Construction complete.
And once you get to a certain point, and after your science ship has surveyed an entire planet, well, correction, star, there's an option for you to build an outpost. Now this outpost is going to increase your circle, because right now this is our borders of our empire. when we build Outpost, this border here will go increase this direction.
System
And
survey
only then,
complete.
yes, like this. So as you can see, I have my construction ship selected. I'm gonna press X on it. And then as you can see, it says build Starbase Outpost. I'm gonna click it and you'll see the only way you can build mining stations is if you have an outpost on this star. They changed it. It used to be, that ever so often, if you have certain upgrades, the border of your empire would increase if you have that research, or purchase. But they changed it where you have to have an outpost on each star now in order to claim the stuff.
Construction complete.
So there. Now my border has increased and now this is a part of my territory. But you don't claim the materials that's on it unless you have such. For these, you have a research station. And this, you have a mining station. You each have to go to each of them to do that. Press X, hey, for the stations. And remember, you have to do the chain order and not just hit A on them because it'll cancel it out. Now, as you can see, there is a mask on the bottom of the screen. You hit down on the D-pad, go to traditions, and then here we are, back to the traditions. Like I said, I choose this one, so I hit A, and now I get the starting adopting benefits, which is the robot upkeep reduction by 10%. So after a while, we'll get more of this unity to where I can choose which one I want to. Once you complete this, get all 5 of them. That's when you can get an ascension perk. Now, if you want to build ships, you go to this one here. This is your pretty much your outpost for your star. It's your Starbase. And here we have our shipyard. If you go to the shipyard, you can construct your first ever military ship or an additional support. But for now, that's it. And eventually you can get upgrades and they can become bigger and stronger and they will unlock all these slots. But for now, it's not. Oh yeah. As you can see, the mask showed up again, so that means I can purchase one of these.
Complete.
So I'm gonna do this one. And there we go. There's your first tradition. And then if you go over to the etiquettes, you can get additional temporary benefits for the time being. Which whenever I do over time, it unlocks more selections. And when it does, I usually use where it increases the amount of energy I get or the minerals. In the beginning, there's also the growth. But, see if that covers everything. when you meet people, there'll be in the contacts and you can select them. That might cover most of it. Yeah, and when you have collected or built a station on the materials, they'll turn green. So if they're not green, then you don't have them. So you see, I don't have the 2 energies and 5 of the gears. That means I'm not getting the benefits for those because I don't have a station on them.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
And then every once in a while you find an anomaly, and of course you click research for it. But you have to watch out, because if you automatically, sometimes they don't research yet, so you have to watch them. Because sometimes they'll just go on surveying the planet, the star, without researching that thing that you told them to do the first time, so you have to watch it. I think that about covers most of the basics, I think. Let's see here. But every empire is different, so make sure you make the one if you want to. Yeah. If you want a military empire, make sure you create it with military benefits or so and so forth. If you want a kind of like a market, which mine's kind of like that, make sure you have the materialist and other things. Just build it your empire the way that you want it and how you want to play the game.